Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up button for me. This will allow YouTube to spread this video and my channel to more people. Thank you very much for that. In today's video, I want to talk with you guys about what keeps me up at night as it relates to my investments. And, you know, am I going to stay the course with what I'm currently doing, or should I be making some changes? So let's start off with my investment portfolio from the financial markets. Now, I have two categories of investments when it comes to the financial markets. I have individual stocks and I have index funds. Now, my individual stocks are broken up predominantly in two companies, Bank of America and Wells Fargo. My index funds are a variety of, index funds that track the S&P 500, right? Names like Vanguard, Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, Dodge and Cox. As it relates to the index funds, I'm comfortable with the way I'm allocated today. The portfolio from an index fund standpoint is doing fine as expected, given this situation we're in with the global pandemic and the state of the U.S. economy. Now, when we get to the individual stocks, that's where I'm debating what I should do. Now, I think what I'm going to do is stay where I'm at. I'm going to stay bullish on Wells Fargo and on Bank of America. Although both banks did not do so well in their second quarter earnings for this year. I believe Bank of America did better than Wells, but neither were stellar. Currently right now they're paying a decent dividend. It's about 18 cents a share. So nothing crazy, but still a dividend. And I think from everything I've read, a lot of the analysts see the stock at $30 a share by end of the year. And as I'm filming this video, it's around $23 and some change. So still a lot of upside there. And I'm going to stay the course and stay long on Bank of America. Now, Wells is a different story. They have been beaten up pretty bad since January of this year, or the stock price. And right now, I believe when I checked earlier, again, before filming this video, I think they were in that 24 and some change per share category, which is way down from where they were in January. So, but let's talk about some of the things, in my opinion, that happened to Wells. In 2016, they got slapped on the wrist for a fake account scandal. They got slapped with a $3 billion fine. So that hurt. They also got slapped with a asset cap. And all that means is that they can only grow to a certain size because of that asset cap. So that hurts. I believe it's 1.9 trillion is what that's it. They can't go any higher than that at this particular time from a balance sheet standpoint. So that hurts. And then obviously the pandemic, which is sort of like the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. That hurts as well. And then in the second quarter of this year, they had to increase their loan loss reserves by $9.5 billion. So that hurt. And that's why, you know, Wells is where they're at today from a per share price. But again, I'm still long on Wells Fargo. I look at some of the top investors in both Wells Fargo and Bank of America. You're talking about Warren Buffett. You're talking about BlackRock, Vanguard. Those are the three largest shareholders of Wells Fargo and Bank of America. So when you look at that, you got to say to yourself as an investor like me, what do these guys know that I don't know? And you're talking about three of the largest, you know, investors in the world, their companies. So, you know, I'm going to stay long on those two. I mean, if they're good enough for Warren Buffett, they're good enough for me. Warren Buffett is the largest shareholder, obviously through his company, Berkshire Hathaway, in Bank of America and Wells Fargo. So, hey, if those two are good enough for Warren Buffett, Vanguard, BlackRock, long term, then why wouldn't they be good enough for me? So I'm a stay put, although Wells Fargo does keep me up at night from time to time. But I think underlying fundamentals, balance sheet wise, I think they're still good, in my opinion. I think you know, the main concern with Wells right now, especially with the loan loss reserves, is their commercial loan portfolio, their commercial real estate loan portfolio. You know, with everything happening with the pandemic, yeah, that's the one that is probably the most concern to them out of their loan portfolio as a whole. It's their commercial real estate loan portfolio. So I think they increased the loan loss reserves in anticipation of that not going so well for them in the near future. Again, I'm not some professional analyst or anything like that, guys. I'm just giving you a layman's opinion on why I'm deciding to stay put with Wells and Bank of America, even though it appears they're not a good bet at this point, especially based on where the stock prices have fallen since January of this year. But long term, like I said, I believe they'll bounce back and be fine long term. And when I say long term, I'm talking about another 10-year hold for me on both of those stocks. I got another 10 years before I anticipate needing to use any of that money. So I think in the next 10 years, and really not 10 years for me, I'm thinking the next 5 to 7, and then I'll start rolling out of that and moving that money to something a little bit more conservative, a little bit more in the preservation of capital mode at that point, because I'll be getting to the point where in a few years after that, I'll be looking to earn and get income off of that, those two investments in the form of cash flow. I'm not going to recreate the wheel. If they're good enough for Warren Buffett, if they're good enough for Vanguard, if they're good enough for BlackRock, and those three being the largest individual shareholders of Bank of America and Wells, and they are staying put with them, I'm going to stay put. So what do you guys think? I mean, what do you think about Bank of America and Wells Fargo? Do you think I should be dumping them? Do you think I should keep them? Drop your comments down in the comment box and let me know. And just as a quick disclaimer, if I said anything that's wrong or I misstated something, hey, do your own homework. I'm just a guy who has invested in both of those companies for the last 20 years and thought I'd share my opinion on why I'm going to stick with them. Well, all right, guys, if you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, and smash that thumbs up button for me. It helps me and it helps the channel. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.